In just over 1 month, 2 local universities had reports of active shooters on campus. Both turned out to be false. It was part of a nationwide trend called swatting, and the cases are not easy to solve. The NBC10 investigators spoke with the FBI about the challenges of finding who's behind these calls. Here's investigative reporter Claudia Vargas.
The scenes were surreal. SWAT teams, police, and the FBI all responding to Villanova's campus after a report of an active shooter.
It was just really traumatic for a lot of us on campus.
Irene Sirleaf is a first-year Villanova student. She says she was in her dorm on August 21st when she received the campus alert.
I'm panicking, I'm hyperventilating, I don't know what's going on, I don't know where the shooter is at.
It turns out there wasn't one. Law enforcement says it was all a hoax. During the first week of school, Villanova had 2 swatting incidents. On September 28th, Westchester University had its own incident, and they aren't alone. From August 21st to today, NBC News has counted at least 42 different schools that were impacted by swatting or bomb threats that turned out to be false.
Fortunately, there are some dark places of the internet.
Wayne Jacobs is the FBI special agent in charge of the Philadelphia office. He can't comment on any specific swatting incidents, but says it takes time to figure out the origin of these calls because of the technology people use to make them.
That requires law enforcement to be diligent in its effort in terms of trying to peel back a layer in terms of understanding who might be the true originator of that call.
Jacob says the motive behind these calls is unclear.
There are other calls for service that may be delayed in terms of their response, and folks who legitimately need help, assistance, and they're not getting it.
But that doesn't mean sometimes people aren't charged with the crime. Last year, federal prosecutors charged 3 members of an online group that calls itself Purgatory with crimes related to several swatting incidents, including one at a Delaware high school. All 3 people involved in that case have pleaded guilty. Purgatory is the same group taking responsibility for the first Villanova incident. That's according to the Global Project Against Hate and Extremism.
This is a very, very dangerous criminal act.
Wendy Villa is the founder of Global Project Against Hate and Extremism. It was first to identify Purgatory as the group behind the swatting call.
Purgatory is a loose network of individuals. We don't know exactly how old they are, but typically these are younger people.
According to the researchers, Purgatory praised the news coverage of the Villanova event on the Telegram app. But aside from the group taking credit, there's no evidence that they were the ones responsible for it.
In addition to using these groups as a recruitment tool and as a way to spread extreme ideas, they also do it for their own glorification.
The Global Project Against Hate and Extremism posted photos of the Purgatory messages on the Telegram app, including a menu of sorts with prices for different swatting locations, such as at schools or malls. NBC10 tried to verify the Telegram channel, but it is no longer active. According to Villa, it's difficult to know how large the group is or who is part of it.
Active shooter, Villanova University.
The Villanova swatting cast a shadow over Sirleaf's first few weeks of college. The business major tells us she was afraid to leave her dorm during orientation, considered transferring, and in the weeks since has spoken with counselors.
This is something that will probably stick with us freshmen at least for the rest of our lives.
For the investigators, Claudia Vargas, NBC10 News.